Makari, all the way from Zimbabwe. It's your favorite girl, Bulela Podisa here, and we're out at the Zambezi house in Victoria Falls for a very unique sensory experience hosted by the Oppenheimer Generations Research and Conservation, the Shangani House, as well as Mzansi's first Michelin star chef, Jan Hendrik van der Westhuizen. Come with me, let's go see what it's all about.
So long we've been looking at a lot of imported products and we've been influenced by what's coming into Africa, and I think it's about time that we did what we do best, show people where we come from and what we have to offer the world.
Let's then talk about the partnership with Chef Jan Hendrik van der Westhuizen. Why did you feel it was important for you two to come together?
Well, I think there's a bit of a stigma associated with game, that it's cheap, wild, unhealthy, and we need someone who can show us the real way to cook it, show us that it is healthy, put his signature on it. You know, someone, a trusted person, someone who people trust. That's what we need. We need, to get people behind this whole Taste of Game initiative. Who better than Jan to do it for us?
We've all been kind of tend to go for chicken or lamb or fish, or the basic kind of ingredients, saying that's basic, but there's so much more true to Africa, and game is one of them. And I think if we just focus on understanding game meat better, how to cook it, how to really enjoy it, and that there's such a better way of really reaching out to the environment while we're doing that. So that's the purpose of this event, is to make people aware of the taste of game.
You know, game is generally a meat that we shy away from, that we're not really so sure of how to cook because we sometimes over-prepare it or we just really mess it up. But today you have put together different kinds of game. How did you decide on the type of game that you are going to cook for us today?
First of all, I think it's important to have a good supplier. I totally know that's a problem, and I think in South Africa we tend to just find ostrich somewhere in a freezer, or maybe a piece of ostrich in a supermarket, but to find real good quality, that's still a challenge, and I want us to understand that, and that's why we're also bringing attention to it. The more people talk about it, the more it's going to grow and become freely available. So tonight's menu was designed pretty much on things I could find, things I knew that was sustainable and was good quality, and I trust the farmer, and I think that's where it all comes back from.
Yeah.
So we did eland, we did kudu, we did impala, we did a beautiful springbok pot with the shanks, we did warthog. So it's the whole aspect of those foreign ingredients that we think, you know what, I'm too scared to cook with it, give it a try.
So I've noticed that a lot of your cooking methods go back to the old way of cooking. We know that you use a coal stove, and today we've seen you using your 3-foot. Was that intentional? Why do you choose those methods of cooking?
It's growing where I'm planted, and just to remember the aspect of things I'm familiar with. Like a swart potjie is vir my die beste ding ooit. You know, it's solid. I know how to warm it up. I know how to control the heat. The team that works with me on this event, they know how to work with this. It's not trying to be foreign. It's trying to be yourself, and in a country that is home to you.
Let's talk about Taste of Game 2022. This is not the first event of this kind that you're having. You had one last year. How is this year's event different from the one that you had a year ago?
I think we all have dreams, and we're very fortunate to work with the OpGen team and the research, and it's rare that you have a team that supports all the pillars. We have scientists, we have businessmen, we have research, we have conservation, we have culinary, and together we form this incredible tree, and the moment it grows, I promise you, the nation's going to give it water and it's just going to take over.
I absolutely love that. Now we're leaning more towards wanting to consume game. But what would you say would be the responsible way to do so while still preserving the game that we love to see in their natural habitat?
Well, it's all about perception. I mean, we drive past cow farms, we drive past chicken farms and lamb, and sheep farms. In fact, I would much rather eat an animal that has been roaming freely and that's been, instead of an animal, 5,000 of them packed in a cage. It's logical sense. You know, it's really logical sense. So I would just tell them, rethink it. And I'm not preaching, and I think Taste of Game is not preaching. That's very important for people. We're not telling you what to eat. We're just trying to say, listen, Africa has got its own cool kid on the plate, and it's game.
Taste of Game 2022, the experience is fantastic. The food is divine, and the vibe here is just great.
Taste of Game 2022 has been amazing because you get to experience Africa in a very different manner, and I think everyone needs to just have this experience. Not only did we get to learn more about conservation, but also about wildlife economies, and I think a lot of people don't know the opportunities that exist within this ecosystem. So I'm really excited because I get to learn more than anything else.
Oh my goodness, Taste of Game 2022 was amazing. Cooking in Zim, locally sourcing the food, it was just amazing. The meat was different this time around from last year. It tasted better. I mean, maybe it's because we were starting off last year and this year has been incredible. I totally enjoyed everything.
Taste of Game 2022 has been quite the experience. Who knew that one could enjoy game meat like we have done today? We went from enjoying warthog to impala to kudu and many other different varieties. It's been super amazing, and all I can say is Maitaba, Zimbabwe. We'll see you next time.